entries in the day are done using entries of the day. In the previous video I showed how to search the archive and find a runner, but not all runners will be in the archive. So using our hypothetical Joshua Roberts, I shall search here, scroll down, find that in fact there are no Joshuas here, so I need to enter the runner's details manually. So that's simply a case of getting the blank row up here. If there's not an empty row available to type into, then you can click the plus, the green plus button there. But in this case I do have a blank row, so I'll start filling it in. We need to enter the course that the individual run, let's say green, the individual surname, which I'll type in, and if you haven't put it in properly it tells you, Roberts, Joshua, put in their year of birth, let's say 59, put in their gender, male or female. If we know the club, we can put the club in there, and in here we put their age class. If we don't know the age class, it's okay, it's not critical information. The final thing we put in here is the brick number for the runner that they've been issued with the registration. So in this case I'll put in 765432 as an example, and then we click the validate and save button, the floppy disk button there to capture the runner. That's all that's necessary to capture an individual. Now, a couple of other things to think about here is when we have shadowed runners or pairs running together or family groups. The convention there is to put additional characters after the surname. So let's, for sake of argument, say that the Masons were running as a family group. Then in this case I would type in, again I've got an empty row here, so I type in Mason, and if it's a family group I put F in parentheses after the surname. If it's a shadowed group, if it's a shadowed runner, one would put an S in, and if it's a pair then I'd put a P in there. So check the details here, select which course they're running, let's just say light green, and then enter the brick number that has been assigned to them at registration, and hit the save button, and that's the details entered there. The blank line here can be removed by hitting the cancel insert mode, and that takes us back to the entries that have been made. When we need to make additional entries we would press the enter new record button there and carry on as before.